All right, guys, we are going to talk about how my thinking leads to eating. I should feel ... I had a client who just sent me a message, and she said that she was struggling because she's just not feeling the focus she felt a couple months ago. She's not feeling the determination, the motivation, fill in the blank. The thing, right? She's not feeling the thing she felt before. And she's like going back through her notes, and she's looking to see what she was eating and doing back when she felt these things. And, she's still going for her walks. She's still journaling her food. She's still doing her strength training at home. She's doing all the things. But she just isn't feeling it. She isn't feeling that, like, okay, I'm ready. I really want to do this deficit thing. I really want to go into a deficit. And what I see for so many people, and I felt this too at one point, is I should feel a certain way. And when our lower brain detects that there is a problem, you don't feel the way you think you should feel, it goes into hyperdrive to solve said problem. It's as if it needs this list of bullet points that you need to accomplish, and feeling a certain way has to happen. One of the greatest gifts I gave myself in my journey was the ability to not feel any of those things. I would say, hey, Heather, you don't have to feel motivated. You don't have to feel excited. You don't have to feel driven right now. You could just coast, because what I used to think when I didn't feel those things and I wasn't revving myself up to tackle the next big thing or to do the next big thing, that meant that I should quit. Because if I'm not feeling the feelings I tie to these behaviors, and everything just feels off, then why even bother doing it, right? What I realized was those feelings were not necessary. I was making up a story in my head that those emotions and feelings were necessary, and when they were absent, that was a problem, which then created a situation my lower brain had to jump in on and say, okay, what are we going to do to get motivation up? How are we going to create this feeling of excitement? How are we going to get you charged up and ready to go? It might not happen. All the things you read, all the things you take in, there may be lulls in your journey. I mean, I spent 5 years losing weight and the last 10 years maintaining. I'm going to be totally transparent and say there are days I am not excited. There are days I'm like, okay. And the truth is, my motivation for why I do what I do has changed. It's gone less from vanity, how I look, fear, worry, concern, to wanting to have a long, healthy life that I'm on the second half of now, and thinking about what I want those last 40-something years to look like. So it's pivoted, right? And so I just want to encourage you, when you say those words out loud, I'm just not feeling it. Something's wrong. I'm not feeling excited about this. I'm not feeling motivated about this. I don't feel like I got that fire I had before. Give yourself permission to say, and I don't have to. I don't have to feel any of that. I'm not broken. This isn't something that needs to be fixed. This is actually normal. You are not meant to feel this, crazy level of energy and excitement about doing certain tasks all the time. You can't keep that up. So when you let that story go, it lets your lower brain not go into hyperdrive to fix the problem, because there is no problem to fix, right? And then we don't go into self-destruct mode and go, see, you know what? No motivation, no excitement. Why the heck am I even doing this? I'm never going to get where I want to be. This is all pointless. I'm quitting. You don't have to do any of that. You can say, yeah, I'm not feeling it today. And that's okay. I heard Heather say, that's okay. I don't have to. And there is no problem now to solve. I just have to show up, choose to do kind of my minimum habitual things that I put in place for myself. Maybe I go for my walk. Maybe I journal my food. Maybe I, do my meal plan. I still do my actions. I just don't feel anything about it. It's like, you could call it apathy even. I'm just doing it, Just like some days I know you don't feel super excited when you show up at work. There's also days you might not feel super excited to do certain things with your family, right? Like there's those days you just don't feel it, but they're not a problem. It's just part of human nature. We all go through it. There's one of the best blog posts I had read about this. Oh gosh, it was so long ago. I can't even remember the name of the person at this moment, but it was all about how I get myself out of a slump. And what that did for me was it actually made me realize that everyone feels like that sometimes. Everyone gets in a slump. It's the story I shouldn't be in one that causes the problem, because then your lower brain tries to fix it. It can't fix it. And then you make it mean something. Well, if I can't feel differently, and this isn't a good feeling that I'm not supposed to have, maybe there's something wrong with me. Maybe everybody else feels these things, but I don't. And maybe I should just quit now, because obviously I'm failing at this, right? Like that's the cycle. You're not failing at this. Everyone feels a sense of apathy at times. Everyone has down times, and it can last months, could last weeks, could last days. But what you do is you say, you know, there's a lot of things I do every single day that I may not feel super excited about. So I can still keep up with my healthy habits. Like I have my minimum habits that I keep up with no matter how I'm feeling or my situation. And I just do them because I give myself permission. You don't have to feel anything, Heather. Just go ahead and do it. You can even be kind of resentful of the fact. Still going to do it. Just like if I had to take my dog out for a walk and pick up her dog poop off of a yard, I'm going to do it but is it anything I get excited about? No, and she's adorable. But you see what I'm saying? So this idea, I should feel ... You don't have to feel anything. You can actually feel the antithesis of what you think you should feel. You can still show up and do the actions, but what I want you to be super careful. Don't give your brain ammunition to make it to where you quit by saying out loud, I should feel more motivated. I should feel this. I should feel that. I just don't feel like doing it. No, remove all that. You can actually speak a statement of fact. I totally am not feeling it at all, but I'm going to do my habits. And it's okay that I don't feel anything right now. It'll come back. But right now, I'm just going to go through the actions and the motions and give myself a pass on how I feel, because that's going to be subjective and it's going to change over time. All right, guys, I hope this video helps. Please like and subscribe, share the videos. I think these videos would really help people that are struggling with their thinking and wanting to get some different actions in their life. So that's why I make them available for everybody. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.